we start with Sefer Chofetz Chaim, and today's topic, big topic is the same, Avak Lashon Hara. So Avak is the dust of Lashon Hara, and today's topic is secrets. That's the big problem today. Nobody can, not nobody, but many people cannot keep secrets, and even there is a secret, and the person somehow feels that they have to share with somebody, which is absolutely wrong. If it is a secret, even your secret, so keep it secret. And so sometimes it's from my experience, some people got like very excited about each other, doesn't matter, like right, and they share the secrets, and then like when the situation went a little south, so this secret was told to the whole world. I'm not sure why you would want to do that. I mean, if you have secret, just keep it. Okay, so it says the most severe form of Avak Loshon, Avak Rechilus, involves statements that reveals information that one was told in confidence. Right? Sharing confidential information to save someone from harm will be discussed later. Divulging secret breeds a lack of self-control in a speech-related matter, which leads to actual Rechilus. When publicized in secret could provide damaging, doing so would be constitute speaking both Avak Rechilus and actual Lashon Hara. Even when no damage is foreseen, the mere violation of confidentiality refers to gossip mongering. Okay, so let's do it again, and we try to listen. So again, if somebody told you is a secret, if they told you that not to tell anybody, or even it's understandable that you should not tell somebody, and I was involved in a case when a lady, so she was diagnosed with something, and she wanted to keep it secret. Okay, in secret, you told me secret, I keep the secret. But she also told her girlfriend, and she said, "Don't tell anybody." And guess what? This girlfriend said in secrecy, and she had all of this Tehillim group, and she said, and she gave all the name of this sick girl and explained the situation. So many people figure out what maybe because she's like has like a double name, which is a little unique on the unique side. Yeah, I would say so, right? And I mean, so many ladies from different groups then call her and say, "Oh, I'm sorry." I say, well, "What are you sorry about?" Say, "Yeah, we heard that that's what happened." Okay. So of course, this girlfriend, of course, she meant well, and but if you got like specific instructions not to tell anybody, so even if you think it's going to be beneficial, so you just don't tell anybody. Okay. So of course they say there's exception is going to we're going to discuss later, but this was not the case of the exception. So a person does not, in that case, this girl she's not a girl, a lady did not want anybody to know that she's sick. Okay. So so one more time. The most severe form of Avak Rechilus involves statement that reveal information which someone told in confidence. Again, if it's said explicitly, don't tell anybody, or it like every normal person understand there is a secret. So it is a secret. Sharing confidential information to save someone from harm will be discussed later. Okay, divulging secrets breeds the lack of self-control in a speech-related matters that leads to actual Rechilus, meaning a person cannot control himself. I mean, right? So in this case, in an example that I gave, I think it was more on a productive side, and she meant well, and it's not like it's a useless gossips, right? She was trying to help her girlfriend. That's a little different, but still, right? So why? But not in that case, but in maybe in that case as well. So it's a problem is people cannot control themselves. Okay. When publicized in a secret could provide prove damaging, Doing so would constitute speaking both Avak Rechilus and actual Lashon Hara. Okay. So if it's a damaging, so that's a different story. Okay. So it's like Avak Rechilus, Lashon Hara. Meaning, so people would think bad about that person. Even when no damage is foreseen, the mere violation of confidentiality refers as gossip monger. Okay, so not good to be in that situation. So let me know if we have any questions on what we said. It's very short piece, but very interesting. And one more thing, and maybe I'm going to mention today as well. BeEzrat HaShem, that's the plan. That people suspect because they have such a deficiency, whatever deficiency is, we're going to speak about it. I got a piece from my learning with my wife. It's like a commentary of 3 lines, but so deep, and it's actually related to one case. So we had a guest, tried to bring him close. A long time when we had guests. So this guy was by us like every like almost lived here, but he did not live. Would send him back. So he lived like a mile away from me. So it's like, I don't know, like 20 minutes walk. So it's not a big deal. Right? And he told me whatever from his past. I mean, I think if you make, I don't know, like a story about it, people would not believe it's too much. Maybe some perverts, but okay. Whatever he told me, doesn't matter. And he said, don't tell your wife. I said, why should I tell my wife? Like, why should I tell anybody? So he said it's secret. It's secret. And after some time, so maybe a few months later, so we sit around the table, and there were no other guests. And he started giving out the parts of the story to like, and my wife is there. She's looking like she's shocked. And then she left to take care of some things. And he said, didn't you tell her? I said, no, you told me. He said, he told me. I was sure that he told her the whole story. And then I was shocked. I said, you told me not to tell. I mean, even if he would not tell me anything, like I'm like these kind of things, you just keep secret. You understand? So meaning that he judged the world by the way he is. That's very interesting. So okay, so let's see one question on a topic. I think, Rav, how about if a sick person could really use the prayer from the others due to the severity of his/her conditions, but somehow is still too embarrassed for the others to find out? I mean, you can tell. I would say I would I would suggest get this person's permission anyway. So tell him, like, if it's like a name not out of ordinary name, like I don't know, like there is a million of Abraham ben Yitzchak, I don't know, Yitzchak ben David, I don't know, like all these names, like who knows who are you talking about, right? So you should tell them. So I mean, that there's nothing wrong. People are going to pray for you, and it's proper, and you give them a schus. So like when you pray for somebody, it says that Hashem would answer you first. So like that's how I would explain to a person, right? So you're actually doing them a favor. So maybe they also need refuah, and right, and you actually create good in the world. So they're going to pray for you, and Hashem is going to answer their prayer first. By the way, this Shiur should be refuah shlema Rachel bas Brindel. BeEzrat HaShem. Okay, so that's the thing. You understand? So like talk to nicely, but if he said no matter what, there's some people, they're stubborn, they shy, they this and that. I mean, we must respect their wishes. That's it. So and when he said exception is exception in a case when somebody is going to get hurt. Somebody told you, you know what, I'm going to kill this guy tomorrow. Tomorrow, that's it. I had enough. I have a gun here. You see gun here. He's a knife. I'm going to kill it tomorrow. So of course the secret is he told you, but keep silence. Otherwise, okay. So in this case, you're not allowed to keep silence. You have to protect the other person. But this sickness, maybe it's going to like get better. Maybe not. So we're not allowed. Not allowed to discuss it with others unless the person agrees. Okay. Okay, next one. Shalom, Kavod Rav. Can it be considered the tail bearing to give our own tails? If you think it's such a simple question, it's not, and I'm going to explain why. So we're not allowed to tell Lashon Hara about other people, and plus we're not allowed to say Lashon Hara about ourselves. Why? Because Lashon Hara Lashon Hara is information, derogatory information about the person, about the Jew, and that other people would think bad about him or her. Doesn't matter, him or her, that doesn't matter, right? So it could be you, or could be your brother, or your neighbor. Doesn't matter. You understand? So, like, if you whatever you said is going to create bad feelings. So I know, like, he told me, you know what? This guy is this and this is like all of the bad attributes. Why? He told me so. That's what he feels. So that's why, I mean, being a rabbi, you have to like listen a lot of to Lashon Hara, but it's like mostly like I would say for constructive purpose. If it's not for constructive purpose, for example, if I know there are a few people not going to listen to my advice, so I said I don't need to hear that. Okay, I don't need. So unless you're going to follow what I said, I'm allowed to hear because it's for constructive purpose. If you're not going to follow what I say, so I mean I'm as good as your neighbor is a stranger on the street. Like what is the difference? So it's not for constructive purpose. So just to know that somebody is low life, that how they offended you, like okay. You understand? So, but otherwise, like people, of course, I mean, in order to advise person what to do in a personal relationship, husband and wife, or people are dating, or other like situation at work, situation with colleagues, situation with a contractor, this and that. I mean, a government situation. So somebody asked me a very interesting question. So of course, I mean, sometimes I want to faint when they ask, but of course, okay, but that doesn't matter. I mean, I'm there not to judge people, me personally. But I mean, Hashem is a better judge, much better. Like, but my job is to help person. That's why I need to listen as much information as possible in order to advise. Okay. All right, no problem. That's it. No more questions, so we continue.